The knock at midnight. It always came at midnight, three sharp knocks, perfectly spaced, echoing through the house. No matter where you were, you could hear it. The sound would start softly, almost polite, but by the third night it was deafening, as if the thing outside was pounding with all its strength. Emily had just moved into the old farmhouse, lured by the cheap rent and the promise of peace and quiet. But on her first night, the knocks began. She froze, her blood turning to ice as the sound reverberated through the empty halls. She told herself it was the wind or a tree branch, but deep down she knew it wasn't. The second night, the knocks were louder. She peered through the peephole, but no one was there. The porch was empty, the yard silent. Yet the knocking continued, each rap shaking the door in its frame. She called the police, but they found nothing. On the third night, the knocks were so loud they felt like they were inside her skull. Emily couldn't take it anymore. She flung open the door, screaming, "What do you want?" The knocking stopped. The air grew heavy, and the temperature dropped. She saw nothing but darkness, until a faint shape began to form. A tall, skeletal figure with hollow eyes and a mouth stretched into a grotesque grin. It leaned in close, its breath like rotting earth, and whispered. The door slammed shut on its own. Emily tried to scream, but no sound came out. The figure was inside now, its shadow stretching across the walls, consuming the light. She backed away, but it followed, its grin widening as it reached for her. The next morning the house was silent. The real estate agent found the door ajar and Emily gone. But if you visit the farmhouse at midnight, you might hear the knocks. And if you're foolish enough to answer, you'll learn why the rent was so cheap. Some doors should never be opened.